So right now, Metrolinx, these numbers actually just came out today in the Toronto Star. The budget for these four projects has now exceeded $40 billion, with about $27 billion on the Ontario line alone. So we're seeing huge amounts of transit investment in Toronto and beyond. There's also work happening in Hamilton, extensive work along the GO corridors, as well as LRT construction in Mississauga. So there's huge investments in transit right now. And the good news is that Metrolinx has developed some really good community benefits programs in conjunction with the Toronto Community Benefits Network. The Metrolinx's community benefits program is celebrating its 10th year this year, and it's the 10th year anniversary of TCBN as well. And we worked extensively with them to develop targets and benchmarks for their construction projects, which includes 10% of new hires identifying as BIPOC, 10% identifying as women, and 10% for apprentice roles. For the Ontario line, we're seeing a big difference in how these benefits are being rolled out, and there's been a big regression. Instead of using the previous project as something to build upon, in meetings with Metrolinx, we're often hearing that they're trying to develop a community benefit strategy, that they're trying to create it, and it's like they're back to square one. There hasn't been great language in the contracts, which puts us in a tough space. In the same amount of time, in about the last year, there's only been one job fair and one trade show that have been advertised publicly. Sometimes we go to meetings and we hear about hiring events that the community wasn't invited to, but we're not able to share that publicly with the communities that are being affected by construction. There's no emphasis on local hiring. There's no emphasis on training supports. We're seeing reduced oversights of the results, which I'll talk about on the next slide. And we're really seeing rhetoric and not action. So every time we ask them about employment benefits, they refer us to Pillar 1, but they don't tell us pathways. They don't tell us how community members can access these opportunities.